Everyone. In the previous video, we have created two fixed at PCD builds, right? So sample one and a sample two with its default values like the deadbeef and 3456790, right? So now let's look at the drivers, right? So we have the PCD-PIM.EFI, we have the boot mode PI, and then we have the autoscan PI, right? So now let's use this same PCDs in the boot mode PI as well. Okay, but the catch is, so this sample PCD1, I need to have a different value only for this boot mode PI, and for the other drivers, it should keep its own defaults. Okay, so let's try to see how we can do that. Okay, so now which driver we wanted to have, so let's go to this boot mode. So we'll go to boot mode.inf. Okay, and here we need the fixed PCDs. Okay, so what is the PC name? So we will take the sample one as an example. So I will include this PCD sample one. Okay, and here I will try to print the PCD sample one. Okay, so before we return the status, we will print it, and we are printing in this function. So it's just we will add some small debug print. Okay, so now let's try to build it. ADK setup. Okay, so build is completed. So now we will run the WinHost again. So now here we can see initialized boot mode sample one. So we have the deadbeef, and for this autoscan PI also we have this deadbeef. Okay, so now let's try to have, or let's try to override the sample one PCD with a different value. Okay, so how we can do that? So I will go to the boot mode. I will go to emulator package.dsc, and here I will search for that boot mode pi.inf. Okay, so now for this driver only, I want to have a different value, which is a fixed at build. Okay, so now what I will do, so I will open the parenthesis, the flower braces, and then what is the PCD type where we wanted to override. Okay, so we wanted to override the fixed PCDs, right? So that fixed PCDs are a type of PCDs fixed at build. Now I will go back to the DSC. Okay, so here I will open the braces. Okay, so I will maximize this. Okay, so I have opened the flower bracket, and then I have opened the ankle braces, and then I will hit enter, and then I have pressed the tab. And now what is the PCD which we wanted to override? Okay, so the PCD which we want to override is this PCD sample one. Okay, okay, so now here what value we wanted to override with? So here A, B, C, D, E, F, again AB. Okay, so now I will build again. Okay, so now here I will run the WinHost again. Now here you can see initialized boot mode sample one. So we got a value which we had overridden only for this boot mode PI, right? Which is ABCDEFAB. Okay. And for the other drivers like this autoscan PI, it is going to take the default value which is coming from the deck file directly. Okay. So now here we just overrided this PCD for only for this boot mode PI. Okay, so now let's try to print that same PCD in the maybe suppose say firmware volume PI also. Okay, so now we'll go back here. Let's try to have the same PCD. Okay, here I will add this. Okay, so let's have the same line. I'll copy this firmware volume, and here I'll go back to this. And at the end of this function, before it returns the status, I'm going to, maybe I can use percentage %A, within bracket, and here I can use some function name. Okay, so now this also will get the PCD name. Okay, so now here in the AutoScan we have added the CP dead loop, right? So let's remove the dead loop now. Okay, so now let's build it. Okay, so now this time we will store those logs to some text file. WinHost, I will redirect to a boot.log to ampersand greater than 1. Okay, so we booted to EFI shell. Now I will quit. Now let's open that boot.log build x64 boot.log, and here so sample one. Okay, so now if you look at for this boot mode PI, it is coming ABCDEF AB, the one which we have overridden only for this module. Okay, and then for this AutoScan PI, we got a default value which is coming from the deck file, and then we have another place where we have printed which is firmware volume PI, and there also we can see a default value which is coming from the deck file. Okay, so in the next video we will try to see how we can override this same PCD for all the drivers which are available in this package, meaning we are going to have a different default value in this DEC file, and that default value we are going to override during the build time, which is applicable for all the modules. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.